FC Barcelona are perhaps the only club in the world that can win 7 league titles in 13 seasons and still be called a club in decline. They finished second in the league 5 times, including just last year, in what was considered to be a season of rebuilding following the departure of arguably the greatest football player in the world, Lionel Messi. Hi guys, and welcome to Football Talk, where we give you the latest transfer news, squad updates and all things football. Today, we're looking at how Xavi Hernandez has started Barcelona's revival after the marquee signings of Goal Machine Robert Lewandowski, Brazilian starlet Raphinha, Serie A champion and midfield enforcer Franck Kessie, and a proven Premier League performer in Andreas Christensen. But before we look at how Barcelona could start this season, it's important to look at what's been happening the past few seasons. Barcelona last won a trophy in the 2020-21 season with Messi still in their ranks and Ronald Koeman as the manager. It is no secret that Barcelona have had many financial problems over the past few seasons, and COVID-19 hit them particularly hard due to most of the club's revenues were generated through matchday sales. These financial problems were compounded by the fact that most of the stars in the squad were aging, and huge bumper contracts despite not necessarily bringing in as much revenue through their success on the pitch. Barcelona's previous president, Josep Bartomeu, was forced to resign following the infamous Barçagate scandal, where the president was accused of hiring a marketing agency, i3 Ventures, to smear some of Barcelona's stars for their poor performances, in a bid to pressure them to accept lower wages. The players included Lionel Messi, Gerard Piqué, and former players Carlos Puyol, Xavi Hernandez, and Pep Guardiola. Additionally, Bartomeu was accused of leaking Messi's contract at Barcelona, leading to more tension between Messi and the former president. This led to outrage among Barcelona fans and the players alike, leading to a terrible situation where the players weren't performing on the pitch. The president was being investigated for his role in Barçagate, which included a police raid at the headquarters of FC Barcelona. The club was in shambles. Bartomeu resigned as club president, and Joan Laporta won the elections in March 2021 and returned for his second stint as club president. FC Barcelona sacked Ronald Koeman as their manager on the 28th of October 2021, after he became the first Barcelona president since 1936 to lose 3 consecutive El Clásicos. With Barcelona sitting 9th in the La Liga table, Xavi was appointed Barcelona manager to get the team back on track. Xavi managed to get Barcelona into the top 4, finishing second in La Liga and also thumping Real Madrid 4-0 in the El Clásico on March 20th, 2022, ending a 5-match streak of not winning a single match against Real Madrid. In the previous January transfer window, Barcelona bolstered their ranks with the permanent signing of Manchester City winger and striker Ferran Torres and former Arsenal captain Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. It was clear that Xavi's arrival had brought a much-needed change to Barcelona, and their performances improved significantly over the season, including a 14-match unbeaten streak, which included the El Clásico victory. With a clear playing style, a strong identity, and a strong tactical setup, Xavi has set up his Barcelona side in a way where they are a lot harder to break down. He predominantly relies on a 4-3-3 formation with a possession-orientated style of play. He breaks down his play into small triangles around the pitch, looking to create possessions with a man advantage. As an example, with many teams figuring out Barcelona's over-reliance on Sergio Busquets, Xavi instead often employs a double pivot when Barcelona are in possession. This role was usually given to Frenkie de Jong, while Pedri or Xavi, depending on who was starting, would run up into space with the forward 3. Additionally, the shrewd signing of Ferran Torres, who is extraordinary with his movement in spaces, and Dutch international Memphis Depay also regularly dropping deep to create spaces, meant that striker Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang could easily play off the shoulder of the last defenders, as the backline would be unwilling to track Barcelona's wingers into the midfield and risk losing shape. Additionally, Xavi uses tactics similar to his former boss Pep Guardiola, with his use of inverted wingbacks. That is, if an attack is being launched from deep on the left, Alba will push forward and join Busquets in the holding midfield position, and the right-back Serginho Dest or Dani Alves last season would join the 2 centre-backs to form a back 3. This would allow Frenkie de Jong and Pedri to run forward and join the attack with Aubameyang, Dembele and Torres in a 3-2-5 formation, making it very difficult for the opposition backline to effectively mark the Barcelona frontline. With Dembele and Torres hugging the touchline on the sides, it would put opposition fullbacks in a conundrum. Should they stick to the wings and guard Dembele and Torres, or leave their positions to Marc de Jong and Pedri, who have burst onto the half spaces due to Barcelona's shape? Last season, Barcelona was somewhat limited in their capacity to genuinely threaten from such positions of dominance, due to the lack of a genuine goal threat until the addition of Aubameyang. And even Aubameyang wasn't fully up to speed due to spending months frozen out of the Arsenal lineup before his January transfer move. Despite this, he still managed 13 goals in 23 appearances last season, and he could be even more formidable up front this year, with a full pre-season under his belt. Barcelona are going to be a different monster this season. With the signing of Robert Lewandowski, a player who scored 344 goals in 375 appearances, scoring 50 in the 21-22 season and 48 in the 20-21 season, and a earth-shattering 55 in the 19-20 season. Before Lionel Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo, it took a special kind of world-class talent for a player to have a 50-goal season, but Lewandowski has had 3. This speaks volumes of the sort of talent that Barcelona have managed to add to their ranks this season. Lewandowski's strength, target man skills, poaching abilities, and lethal finishing in the box are better suited to Barcelona's possession-based attacking style than Aubameyang, a player who thrives more in spaces to run behind opposition defences. And it speaks volumes of the depth Barcelona have this season when Aubameyang, a 2-time Golden Boot winner and proven goalscorer, is going to be the backup option to Lewandowski up front. Similarly, on the wings, Barcelona have managed to retain the services of Ousmane Dembele, who, if not for his injury record, was touted to be one of the 2 most talented French talents of the decade, along with Kylian Mbappe. Many had said that Barcelona had gotten the better French player when PSG signed Mbappe and Barcelona got Dembele. When he's on the pitch, his two-footedness, powerful shot and insane dribbling ability have been a nightmare for many defences. Dembele can play on either wing but features predominantly on the right, where he is both a goal-scoring threat and a creative threat, who can easily lay down assists for his teammates. Barcelona have signed Leeds winger Raphinha to provide competition for Dembele on the right wing, and Raphinha is just as talented as a dribbler and a scorer, meaning Barcelona's attack will not suffer as much as it did in previous seasons after Dembele's injuries, should they happen again this season. Raphinha's talents could push Dembele to even greater heights, as he'll not be a guaranteed starter when fit, as it has been the case in previous seasons. On the other wing, the generational talent Ansu Fati, mentored by Lionel Messi with the speed and skill that reminds many of the Argentine's first few seasons at Barcelona, is looking to push for more playing time as injury ravaged his last season. And to provide competition to Fati and to help ease him into Barcelona first team is the 22-year-old Ferran Torres, who fit into Xavi's system like a glove. His intelligent runs and off-the-ball movement make him regularly show up in positions that are lethal for the opposition team. His finishing still has room for improvement, but with the presence of Lewandowski in attack, he might just have a better time passing the ball to him from such positions to ensure goals are scored. And that is just the front 3 for Barcelona this season. It says a lot about how stacked Barcelona's attack is that Memphis Depay and Martin Braithwaite are further down the pecking order, with Depay a fully fledged Dutch international who could challenge for space on either wing. Barcelona's midfield is also a lot more impressive this season, led by a proven champion in Sergio Busquets. They have added Franck Kessie, who could be a long-term successor to Busquets, and after a season to remember in Italy with AC Milan, he could very quickly become a mainstay in midfield, allowing Busquets to rest during the season to be fresh for crucial games in the season, or even partnering together to make the double pivot a wall when Barcelona attack. Along with this, Pedri and Xavi are considered to be the heirs to the seats left by Xavi and Iniesta, with both showing glimpses of talent that could offer a look into what the Spanish and Barcelona midfield could be like for years to come. Frenkie de Jong is also an extraordinary talent, and one that fits into the Barcelona system very well. He is one of the top-rated midfielders in the world, and it's only because of the uncertainty around his future that we're not discussing him too much today. But if a sale were made, it is rumoured that Premier League Bernardo Silva could come in as a replacement. Sergi Roberto, Puig and Nico Gonzalez are also present to add additional midfield cover to the Barcelona midfield, and they are all impressive talents themselves. In defence, Ter Stegen will of course stay, as he's one of the best goalkeepers in world football right now, and it's unlikely Barcelona will replace him before the start of the season. Ronald Araujo, the Uruguayan international, has brought back some much-needed steel to Barca's defence, and could most likely be one of the key figures for success this season. Along with him, we could see one of three options to join him at centre-back. It's either veteran centre-back and serial winner Gerard Piqué, or the talented ball-playing centre-backs in Eric Garcia and Andreas Christensen. Piqué is an ageing world-class talent, but Christensen and Garcia are also elite centre-backs that could very quickly make the step up to provide competition and cover for the current defenders. Serginho Dest, the American international, is likely to feature at right back with a full season to learn from Dani Alves. He's likely to significantly improve this season. And on the left, it's the evergreen Jordi Alba, whose pace has terrorised defences and attackers alike for many seasons. Barcelona are back this season, and you can expect them to be challenging on all fronts this year. Which Barcelona signing excites you the most? Leave your answer in the comments below.